Alright guys, let's get into some games with Dragon Warrior. I've been wanting to play this for a while and finally getting to play it. I was a little too focused on other decks to really give it the time that it deserved. Plus I didn't want to just get the cards and then not play the deck and then end up playing something else. So finally got around to it. Right time, right place, all that nonsense. But I think it's a pretty stock list, as you can see on that right side there. I am playing the Gromosh and the Blood Fighters. Still working on my mulligans. I'm not going to lie, the mulligans I think are the weakest part of my game with this. But that's the way it normally is with any new deck. Precursory Strike seems fine, but it's very possible that this is Elemental Mage I'm playing against. And I'm not sure how good Precursory Strike really is going to be. Yeah, and holding a minion that costs 5 or more is very unlikely because there's so few of them, so let's just throw them all back. I could use a mulligan guide, sure, but I usually prefer to kind of trial and error. I do look at mulligan guides here and there, but I tend to trial and error because that, in my experience, from my memory, works a lot better for committing things to memory. You know, everybody learns in different ways, and I find that the trial and error and the experience helps me solidify that memory. But definitely with the consultation of data, because you always got to use data to some degree. Let's see here. So I'm going to draw a Green Wing and the Taunt Blood Fighter. That one. There's no other taunt minions left in the deck. That seems okay. I could wait until this guy pops and then do this to draw two dudes that are gonna come straight into play. They're not Elemental Mage if they're playing this guy, so I'm not super concerned about answering their threats immediately. So I think I'm gonna play this a little slower. In my experience, the worst hands are the ones where you don't have 1-drop, 2-drop, etc. So this is a slower hand, and I'm hoping I can make up for that lack of momentum with the coming draws, but we'll see. Okay, that's helpful. Let's do this. Hopefully we draw something good. Could be better. I'm not sure I want to throw the other Sanguine Depths out there just for sake of board space. Yeah, it should be fine. So now I can give something +4 +0 if it can take 2 damage, or 2 different things, +2 +0. Sure. Okay, there is a Dark Rider. I think Green Wing is just better here, though.
Find me in the dream.
That gives me turn 5 Wind Peak Worm. This guy is super good.
I will overlook that.
Interesting of them not to attack. So I've got a couple options here. I could just poke my own guy, hit them for 6, play this guy, and then make it like a, what, 8/6? But that does still die to these guys. I can also hit one of their guys. Then if I deal 1 damage, it still dies to the other. So let's do this. And then I think I'm just going to poke this for 1. So if they want to use the hero power in addition to that guy to kill it, then so be it. Because I've got quality assurance to draw the 2 illusions that it creates. So it seems likely I'm going to Stonecarver. Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, maybe I'll Stonecarver. Just kidding. Dark Rider seems good here. Let's see what we get first. Get max information before making all the decisions. Another Windpeak Worm seems good. It's going to cost 5, so we can play it. Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, I like the idea of Dragon Warrior. It's just it seems to have jumped in the metagame, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or so. It had a pretty big presence, and then it seemed to be a little bit more fringe as time went on. So it is possible it's just not as good in the metagame adapted. It's also possible that just other decks are more enticing right now. I have been finding that every time the season shifts of Standard from month to month, that people tend to play different decks depending on the time of the season. So, like in the beginning, for example, people are trying to get to the highest possible ranking early and take advantage of all the extra bonus stars. So they're more likely to play like aggro or something safe as opposed to something that doesn't have maybe as high of a win rate, or certain matchups might not be as good. So I can hit for 10 here, 12 with the Broodkeeper. Quality Assurance could help a lot, but I don't want to overextend into the board. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop the guy that does that guy right there, Colossus, if they drop that guy. So 3 less and 1 less, so it would cost 8 right now. So I don't think they could cast it next turn. I think we just do this. I'm going to put one of these here, hit them for a little extra. I kind of want a Stonecarver also, but I'm going to try not to be greedy with my play right now. Don't want to completely overextend. Alright, well, they think about their play. I'm going to get my water. There we go. So now they're probably going to play it, I would imagine, if they have it. Nope. Okay. 6, 7. So let's see. Got to do some math. I'm not sure what I can do here. Maybe I should have played the Stonecarver last turn, but it did feel like overextending. This will get me a minion. Let's see what minion we get. Ooh, that could be good. This, I feel good about throwing that out there because I'll probably get something more than 2 attack. First one is for trigger the death rattle of a random friendly mech. No mechs here. They got... Eesh. I think I'm going to rewind this. Got 21 attack on board, including the weapon. This gets me to 23. Perfect. Let's do that for good measure. I guess I could have killed him with the 21 attack also, because I was not thinking of the, what's it called? No, what? Oh, because it was counting this guy. Did not take that into account. Oh well, they're at 1. That's pretty darn close. So now I assume they play Colossus. They gotta otherwise, they gotta have something, but I can only assume Colossus is the play, because what else is gonna save them at this point? Plus, I've still got weapon to attack next turn. So feeling good about my position. There it is. They need armor or restore health, a taunt minion at least. Turn a random friendly minion to your hand and it costs 2 less. Don't think that's going to be super relevant. I mean, it could happen with, Okay, that's a wild Twitch message. Okay, I don't know about that one, man, but I can understand where you might be coming from, but that's not how I would phrase it. I can't even repeat that one on YouTube because, oh, that'll probably get me in some serious trouble. Wow. Well, welcome to the chat. Oh, that's funny. What do I do here? So I think I'm going to attack their face first. Let's see if this is the... I assume the ice? Yeah. And then... I can throw this guy at the rest of their team. I think that's fine. We'll do minimal damage here by hitting this. And now we kick it. I don't want to play any more minions because should this pop off, then I can return this guy to my hand and clear a board again should they do something. How's your day going? Your name is what? Rightist, I assume, is how you pronounce that? It's always hard to pronounce people's screen names because you never know like what a handle really means or something. But it looks like Rightist to me. Artist, thank you. See, I'm dumb. You forgot the part where I'm dumb. Artist, that's very cool. I like that. Very artistic. But welcome, artist. I welcome any and all hot takes. As long as I don't get put in YouTube jail for repeating them. Okay, spell damage +1, so they just need 3 damage and they got this here, but this is actually a very close game. I'm surprised it came down to the wire like this. Ooh, and we got him!
Next time will be different.
Good stuff. So, 1-0 after playing Mage. Are you a pirate artist? Because it's double R, like artist. Couldn't help myself. I love the puns. I'm not a dad right now. I plan to be in the future pretty soon, but correct. I like that. All right, pirate artist. Alright, Druid should be interesting. Seismopod is very difficult to deal with, so hopefully I can kill them before we get to that point. I like double Wind Peak, but I don't know if I can keep both. I think it feels a little greedy. I want one for sure. I think it would be good to have that as a solid 5-drop, but I need things in the meantime, so I think I'm going to keep one and hope for the best here. Not what I was hoping for. Alright, we can still draw into some good stuff. That's good stuff. Do I coin Sanguine Depths, though? I don't know that I do. I do want to have the best chance to kill them. You know, we're going to run it. We're going to go a little aggressive because I think that's the best option I have here. I don't know that it's correct. Again, I'm very new to this deck, so I'm going to see what happens. It does take away the ability to turn 4 Wind Peak,
And smell the flower.
but I think it'll be fine. Let's so I can poke this and then trade with this guy, which doesn't seem great. But it does give me the ability to hit them for 2. I've got no dragon next turn. Not really sure what I'm going to do next turn. Yeah, this feels a little bad, but I do want to make sure the way is clear. I don't know the Druid deck well enough to know what they're going to draw off of that. I mean, Seismopod is in there, but I'm not sure what else is relevant enough. Yeah, a lot of this game is going to be me going, this is what I'm doing, but I don't know if it's the right thing. So, come learn with me. That should be the title of the video. Come make mistakes with me while I play Dragon Warrior. But back when I taught martial arts, we always used to say that the best lessons are the ones that hit you in the head, because you never forget them. You always remember that time when you forgot to keep your hand up, or you forgot something, did something wrong, and then got smacked in the face for it, because that'll stay with you. So that tends to be the way I like to learn personally. Okay, so a 2-drop would be amazing here, but obviously that's unlikely. That is a very good 2-drop. Double triggering that is also really good. Okay, hold up. So I've got turn 4 Stadium Announcer. I think Pedal Peddler's great here. None of these are dragons, though, is the problem.
What now?
So I won't trigger this till next turn. I think this might be the way to go, because then I've got 15 damage in my hand just ready to go. That could help close the game out pretty quickly. Seisma, Tortolan. Oh, the Poisonous 4-drop. Yeah, Blob of Tar that spawns 2 minions. And plus 9 cost Lifesteal Mech. Oh, they play that guy too. Okay. Yeah, Blob of Tar definitely makes sense. Interesting. So they play quite a few relevant targets for the Tortolan. I mean, Blob of Tar was not what they got off of that, though. They've still got that in their hand, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bigger guy, so that's more incentive to try and get this game over quickly. Let me see what I get off of this. I definitely want a dragon out here. Draw a demon and reduce its cost by 2. That should just get me Death, or Dark Knight, or excuse me, Dark Rider. I don't think there's any other relevant demons in here. Yeah, so, and I think that's fine, so let's keep that. That will allow me to kill this, which is great. And let's just go pop this and pop that. I don't care too much if they want to kill something with that. As long as I can land these guys, I think I've got a pretty good chance of closing this game out, since they're already at 22. Make that 28. Ay, another Blob of Tar. Okay, so that eliminates this as Blob of Tar, but like I said, it's probably a very high cost guy like Seismopod or the 9 cost mech. That guy's pretty good, especially since I got another Blood Knight in my hand. So this one, okay.
What now?
Yeah, what now indeed? I think this seems good. So, okay, so if I hit this here, they've got 2 guys. Smack 1.
I wonder.
Yeah, I don't... This could be tough. Very tough indeed. So I think I gotta hit this there. Feels bad to do this, but I'm gonna hit that for 4. I'll do that. I guess I could have done that the other way around, but it's fine. And let's do that. I'm not super worried about using this to pump my minions at this point, because I've already got this and the 2 blood fighters. So fingers crossed they don't start dropping seismopods and stuff. Thankfully this hits seismopod because it's a battle cry and not like a targeted spell ability, which the elusive protects it from. Greybow is pretty annoying though. That's the guy that they got off of it. Okay. So I guess I gotta do this, because otherwise this is gonna respawn off of the dude. So we go here. Let's draw the Dark Rider. And yeah, I think we illusory. I'm gonna stadium here.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
That's not good. We're not doing that. That's a very good weapon for them to have. Is this better? It's better than the last one, but not by much. And what do we get for Dark Rider? This could be okay. It's a little far off though. I'm gonna take the Conflux Crasher actually. This guy can be hit or miss, but it'll be a 7-mana 9/9, so hopefully that helps. Sure.
I remember this place
Okay.
well.
Yeah, as long as we're not dealing with seismopods, I'm cool. That gets very out of hand. Love that they're taking 7. I think I can kill them now unless they gain armor, because this deals 10. Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild.
That's how we do it. 2-0. Awesome. Thank you, Artist, for the tip about the taunt warriors, or the taunt minions, I mean, because that definitely helped me plan out my turns a little bit. Okay, let's get it. So 2 games in, 2-0 feels good. I'm definitely not playing the tightest possible. There are still some flaws in my play, which is the whole reason I'm doing this, like I mentioned before about the mistakes. So I think that's a good sign. You know, if you're playing better, forgot Greybow. Yeah, Greybow is the most annoying one of all. I had a game once actually where a guy played Greybow and then made a copy of it, and then he essentially just kept recurring multiple Greybows and copying Death Rattles, so he essentially had infinite Greybows. It was the worst game I've ever played, almost. Outside of the game where a mage got 1.2 million armor against me. That one still hurts my heart to this day. Double Petal Peddler is pretty awesome. I can do that on turn 3 off the coin, or I can go 1 and then the other the next turn, but I like having both because then they turn each other into 2/5s right away. Yeah, this seems fine. Hopefully I get a 2-drop. Yeah, okay. This is a hand right here. This is a hand. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. So sequencing will be important here. Ooh, okay. So I'm not sure if Stonecarver or Petal Peddler will be safe against that guy. So maybe I go turn 3 both of these guys so they're 2/5s. I could throw the Stonecarver out there in anticipation, because if I go Stonecarver now, and then next turn I go Double Peddler, and I poke one of them with this, then it'll also get +2/+2 from him, assuming it lives. I think that's okay. It's not great, because it does leave it a little bit vulnerable. I think it's worth trying, though. Because you don't want to let Protoss Priest get too much momentum is the thing. And this can't hit himself because it's a random friendly. Oh, it can't hit himself. See what I'm talking about with mistakes? Learn the hard way. So I should have poked him. He would have given himself +2/+2. Dang. Alright, that's fine. Learn the hard way. Ooh, double Stonecarver. I think I'm still going to go double Peddler. I could go Stadium Announcer, though. That could give me the ability to take this out. This takes double damage, though.
I wonder.
Yeah, I like the idea of double Peddler. Yeah, let's give that a try.
Pretty petal. What pretty petals? A mighty visage.
And I think I'm going to chill here. Yeah, that's going to cost me. I should have just hit him with that. That would have been a very good position to be in. But good to know. I could have played another Stonecarver, made him a 5/5, but they still would have killed at least one of them. And doing that and a Peddler doesn't really do as much because Peddler doesn't have another dragon to hit. Interesting. I'm pretty sure you attack... Yeah, you attack the Stonecarver here, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems like the correct play. So now the question is... Yeah, I think I do this and this. We're gonna smack here. I could smack that, but then this could hit either or. I kind of wanted this to become a 6/6. That'll be a lot harder to deal with. Yeah, no, it'll be a 7/7 also because of the peddlers. So let's try that. Pretty good. This is a surprisingly slow draw for a priest. Did they even really do much last turn? I mean, outside of the attacks, it didn't seem like anything relevant. They may have left, actually. Oh boy. Because they're not even touching their... Oh, there we go, okay. Maybe they disconnected from the game. Ay, ay, ay. Well, thank you for the 2-1. Yeah, that makes sense. This looks a lot more like Protoss Priest. And missed an attack. Awesome. Time for Stadium Announcer.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Get a slice of bread. Get 2 to sandwich any minions in between. I don't know what slice of bread does by itself, though. Oh, I can't give them Frostmourne, though. That sucks. Yeah, Frostmourne is really good. I would love to get Frostmourne. After your hero attacks an enemy, deal your hero's attack damage to another random enemy. Perfect. And don't care about Librams. So...
What now? I must choose.
I mean... I think this here is probably the play, but... Okay. Let's do that and this. Ah, I missed the attack. Oh well. This guy will really come in handy against them. Dracorex is very powerful, as you can see, obviously. I've seen Dragon Warrior decks that play Curator, because they can get this guy among many other things. And I think they also play Plucky Paintfin, because that'll draw this guy, or it'll also draw this guy. Plucky Paintfin draws a rush minion, and it's a Murloc, so Curator gets a Murloc, Beast, and a Dragon. Okay, not a bad time for quality assurance, actually. So let's do this. If the other one hits this, that would be great. Nope. Okay. So let's just go here, and we'll draw a green wing. Good, and a blood fighter. Excellent.
Find me in the dream.
Got to be careful of Resuscitate against Priest, because that could be difficult to deal with. Thankfully now they can't cast it because it costs 6. Alright, that's fine. Sure. So this lets him attack, which will be great. Yeah, let's just do this guy. Go like that, and that. There it is, good old Resuscitate. Please hit the 7/7. Just please kill it, because that means this guy's going to come down as a 12/12 and then attack a random enemy. Odds are it'll hit a minion because they've got enough of them. But there is a chance it'll hit their face, which would make this game very easy to finish. Especially with Gromosh. Yeah, there's no good way for them to attack since 4 health and 3 threes, or 3 attacks. Sure. Hit their face. Come on, hit their face. Yeah, there we go. Now they're just dead. Yes. Alright, 3-0. Yeah, despite the misplays so far, doing pretty well. So if I was playing a lot tighter, I think this deck would be very, very good. And again, it could be the matchups. I'm not sure because of how fast this deck came in and was everywhere and then kind of dispersed. I'm not sure if maybe this is really matchup dependent. Because Mage, Druid, and Priest... I mean, the Priest deck, I think, had a good chance against us. They're very good at combat. But the Mage deck and the Druid deck, I don't think they can deal with early aggression too well. And from what I've seen, Dragon Warrior is very good at early aggression. Shadowflame is good, but I'm not sure that I want it here. You normally want, like, Peddler, Broodkeeper, any of the 1-drops. I mean, it's good, but I think I need some dragons. Perfect. Okay. I don't have a dragon, but that's a start. Not a dragon either, but we've got this play now. And now that I've learned the hard way that this can hit himself, then we're set. Ooh, okay. I like playing against Quest Mage. I find that it really just comes down to the quality of their discovers.
Proportions look good.
So now we got a turn 2/5/5. Looking good. Yeah, the quality of their discovers, in my opinion, determines a lot of the game. You gonna coin and do it again? Sure, okay, that's a... yeah. It's a lot of resources they're not using on other stuff. Another Dracorex could be great. I don't mind getting a 4-drop here, though, because it is turn 3. Yeah, I like this better. Plus, it gives me an extra dude on the board.
What horror will hatch?
Because if I took the other Dracorex, then I'd be sitting here for a while. It would just be top decking and having to get lucky rather than being able to go do anything in the next couple turns. So hopefully this gives something good. 4 mana for 5 power plus a weapon. Peddler's pretty good too. No dragons out though. I think I use this instead of attacking with the 2 attack weapon. Because it's very likely I'm going to get something that's 2 or more. That's okay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this. That seems good. So, great board presence. Good aggression so far. Sure. Yeah, they're doing some work for that quest right now. Let's see what minion I draw. Let's do this first, just in case it hits the peddler. Okay, that's still good though. And then, yeah, I like peddler here. They're going to 5 mana next turn, so I don't think I have to worry about Blizzard just yet. That was pretty good for them. Okay. Also pretty good for them. Alright. What are you gonna do? It's the way it goes. I kind of feel like I should hit this with the weapon. I don't want to because they're only at 9 and any aggression matters, but I've got this guy next turn. Unfortunately, no other blood fighter right now, but yeah, let's do this because I don't want them gaining more armor.
Won't you budge?
Sure. I knew they had it, but it at least forces them to use it, which gives them 1 less mana, which, I don't know, isn't anything crazy, but I don't think you sit there with a whelp in your hand Because next turn I've got this, and the turn after I've got this, so... Turn 9 Whelp doesn't seem very good. I'm assuming that this secret is... Ice Barrier? Created by Altar of Time. It could be anything, though.
I wonder.
I'm gonna give it a try here.
Ring, blood speaks. In the ring,
Ay, ay,
blood
ay.
speaks.
So the risk is, if I hit this guy, then they could, like, yeah, if I had another Blood Knight, or Blood Warrior, Blood Fighter, then this would be nuts to just smack their guy. But, because I don't, so the risk is, if I kill this guy, they could kill my guy with something else and then start bashing for 7, whereas this guy's actually not bad.
With valor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go here. Hopefully that slows them down a little bit. And I'm praying they don't kill this with something else. Yeah, Mirror Entity is a really good way to negate the power of a creature, or a minion. Okay. Wow. So I think the only thing I do here is just Dracorex, hit this, clears their board, and hopefully I can attack with it the next turn. If they don't get any more armor, then I can just use Sanguine Depths to win. Cool.
Time runs out on me.
Sure. Yeah, totally fine. Thing is, I don't have to play Dracorex, because they will just clear their own board next turn, but I want to be able to attack with him. So I think I gotta. It's the only way that I see to close out the game anytime soon. Alright, let's hope this is it. Wow, they get to cast the other 2 choices with Dark Gifts? Is it spells or anything discovered? Wow.
Reality.
We will become so
Okay, that's pretty good.
The universe has left us.
Good old Sleet Skater to the rescue, of course. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's do this. Definitely getting rid of their weapon. So I can get a demon, and they can have a slice of bread. I don't hate this, but it's not the greatest right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to rewind this. I think I can do better. Usually about 4 attack is the sweet spot that I hope for when I get this. Like this, that's good. And that's pretty good for them, but I don't think it's as good as mine. Cool. So I have seen people recur Sleet Skaters before, so I'm going to do this. Sure, Price Vendor's alright. They have 9 cards, so they'll burn a card on their turn.
My hand is too full.
Wow. Okay then. Ooh, I love me some Factory Assembly Bot. That's a good card. Very, very niche. Not a lot of good situations for him, but this seems good for them. Yeah, in their position, I would probably just attack my face. So they've got, what, 14, plus this guy's going to make a 6-7. Yeah, I like this guy a lot. He's very good. I play him in Searing Reflection Paladin, which is kind of a fun deck, but he does some serious work in that. Caulifero, getting a couple of these is great. Ooh, and I don't think they realize they just... Yeah, you got to kill one of your guys, otherwise you're losing your 6-7. Ah, fine, okay. So yeah, this is a pretty bad spot. I don't know that this is winnable anymore. Yeah, without my Dracorex. Oh, on the top of the deck. Dang it. This could destroy everything they played last turn. Which isn't very much. Shoot, man. Yeah, I guess we'll go here, and then... Oh, I gotta pick first. Sure.
And the crowd goes wild.
Guess we'll do that and armor, and get that there, but whatever. I think I'm still dead anyway.
You really put the old heave-ho into it.
Yeah, like that clears a lot, and then they've got game. Alright, 3-1. Yeah, the game I make way less mistakes is the game that I lose. Who would have thought? Yeah, I want to play against Shaman and Death Knight, because Shaman, in my opinion, is the best deck in the format. Just super solid. Alright. So this is either Control Warrior or the Mirror.
On my seas.
I think this hand is pretty good. I'm not sure that I keep Stonecarver. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Let's see how that works. Alright. It's possible I shouldn't have kept that, but on the possibility... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, on the possibility of them being dragons, that could be a little bit helpful. But... yeah, so I'll go turn 2 Peddler into turn 3 Coin Stadium Announcer. Which isn't very fast, unfortunately. I was hoping that Blood Fighter I drew would have been a 1-drop. Like a Whelp would have been crazy good there.
What pretty petals!
And I could go Dark Rider, but... Maybe it was correct to go Dark Rider, and then I would have another dragon for Peddler to... Because I still want to go Stadium Announcer, which means I have no dragons for Dark Rider. Okay. So they're playing Quest and Dragons. I have not seen this before. Oh boy. This could be interesting. So I'm glad I kept that. Let's do that. Get all of the information. I think wind peaks are a great way to... Yeah, that's fantastic. And yeah, I want another dragon so that Peddler hits something. I could coin Dark Rider, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, too. That seems good. This could be good with the 2/2 copy, because then that'll be another Yasandre that dies. So, first one gets 1, second one gets 2. Yeah, let's see if that works. I have not even thought about Quest in Dragons. That's crazy. I guess it gives you some better endgame?
Looks like you've got to fight for the ages.
I think that's okay.
Avast, ye dive and destroy.
Yeah, man.
Petal perfection.
Yeah, I am tripping out over here. Because Quest is... That seems like some serious tech for dragons. You don't want the game to go that long, but should it go that long, you just get a bunch of rewards. This only does 5. That's a 6/6. That's annoying. I can hit it with both of these guys, which is annoying, but I think that's fine. I get another sheep at least.
Inside voices, please.
Ah, fine. Good old Royal Librarian. Yeah, I saw Royal Librarian in some of the Dragon Warrior lists, and I wasn't too sure about it, so... Good old green wing.
Find me in the dream.
Let's get rid of this. Wow, that was lucky.
A recurring dream.
Yeah, now I just want to put the quest in here, because I think that's gotta be the end game that Dragon Warrior wants. I don't know if that's in place of the Blood Fighters, because I've seen some versions without the Blood Fighter, but I think it's too early to tell what the best version of Dragons is yet.
explosions. Now in color.
Sure. 9 health is kind of annoying, but whatever. Sweet, that was lucky.
A recurring dream. In the ring, blood speaks with valor.
I don't mind if they get their boom bots. Boom bots used to be crazy good back in the day. Good old Dr. Boom.
What pretty
That was
petals.
many, many years ago. Dr. Boom was huge. He was game ending.
Find me in the dream.
Okay. Probably getting one illusion here. Yup.
A recurring dream.
Seems good. Ooh, what a draw. What a draw. What a draw. So what I can do here, check this out. Oh, this is going to be great. I get to hit him in the face for 12 also. Check this. So we do that, then this. Ooh la la. Very nice. Okay. I dig it. Dracorex meet Dracorex. You just gonna attack? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say. Alright, 4-1. Pretty good. So I like that quest, even though they lost. I will probably try that at some point soon. I still don't think the Royal Librarian is great in Dragon Warrior. I'm sure it's got a reason, obviously, and it does take care of take care of some pesky things. But I'm not in love with the list that I saw with Royal Librarian. They felt a little, I don't know, juvenile is the word that comes to mind, like just a little like unpolished. They didn't seem like they were the ideal list. I try to get the most bang for my buck with the list that I went with here. Just everything seems to do something, and obviously very aggressive in the beginning of the game. Do I want Dream Planner? I don't think I want Dream Planner right now. That's the card I was not completely sure about. It definitely can help you end the game faster. But it tends to be kind of hit or miss. I think I'm actually going to do this. That doesn't feel right, though. Maybe that. That seems better. I think Stonecarver could be really good against them. I'm going to go with my gut. This is what my gut is telling me. I think this is probably correct to keep, but I'm going to give this a try. Because I think Shaman, or against Shaman, I think my best bet is to have minions that are getting pumped. Yeah, like that's what I was hoping for, is the Sanguine Depths or another dragon. That is a dragon, but not one that will interact with Peddler anytime soon. So, but this synergy is fantastic.
Proportions look good.
I'm trying to think if I should Stadium Announcer next turn. I kind of like Broodkeeper for now. Yeah, Broodkeeper's the play.
What horror will hatch? Mighty visage.
And then he becomes a 7/7. Boom. So now I have Stadium Announcer into Wind Peak the following turn, which is great.
Boys in trouble.
I could do this and Peddler, though. Peddler doesn't hit anything, but it will next turn. And that still enables this for the following turn. Sure. Actually, let's just do both.
Pretty petals. Mighty visage. Mighty visage.
Okay, I like the Shaman matchup so far. I don't know if this is a typical game, but this is going very well. My turn 4, they're at 12. Hard to argue with that. I got 5 more damage coming next turn.
Mighty visage. Petal perfection.
Ah, of course they have another Frosty Decor. Of course. It's an interesting play.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Seems good for me. Yeah, I like that for them. So we're going to do one here. This here. And then they lose. Very nice. Okay, so it seems like the Shaman matchup is reasonable. 5-1 after 6 games. Man, that quest is on my mind. That was really cool. I don't know why I never thought of that. I completely wrote it off because when I was building this deck, I was going through all the uncrafted cards on for the warrior class, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not playing Control Warrior anytime soon. Didn't even put together, oh, I could play that in the same deck if the games go long. That's really interesting. And I talk a lot about the creative muscle of deck building, and I think we get in these traps, and that for me was its own trap of, you know, oh, I'm not going to do that because that's only this, you know, not seeing it as black and white rather than the gray. And the gray is where a lot of deck building magic can happen. So it could be bad. I mean, maybe it's just not necessary, but I think it's pretty interesting to say the least. The only thing I can think of is that it might hurt your mulligans, because then you have one less card to be playing with, since you always get the quest in your opening hand. Alright, let's see what to do here. I could do this, because they could be aggro, they could be Murlocs. This would be really good against Murlocs, I think. But actually, I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, let's try that. I could have thrown back Sanguine Depths. I definitely thought about it. Okay, they are Aura.
Justice demands retribution.
Divine Shield Wind Fury's good. This guy's pretty good too, though. Drawing 2 dragons is definitely relevant. I am going to draw 2 guys for turn 4. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's hard to deny that value. And then I think let's also do this. So now it's going to be a 6/6 Wind Fury Divine Shield that draws me cards and makes them cost less. It's a very good EV.
Reporting
By
for
the
duty.
holy light.
I wonder indeed. So I don't know that on this is really very relevant. If I quality assurance, he attacks this guy, I hit him for 5 this turn, lose a guy next turn. I guess it's not the worst, but... So we're definitely doing this. But then... Yeah, I'm going to do this so that I can play Dream Planner next turn, followed by Greenwing.
One more coat of paint should do the trick.
Interesting. Haven't seen anybody play Trinket Artist in a while.
By the holy light. By the holy light.
Another Dracorex should be really good. I like this guy too. He's actually somebody I was thinking about putting in the deck. I think it's pretty good.
By the holy light. I wonder. By the holy light.
This guy is so annoying. I hate players that just go hard with their emotes like that. Like, bruh, this is not necessary. I think this is pretty good. Dracorex is fantastic. He does have lifesteal, but...
I wonder. Well played.
Yeah, I think this might be it. I'm going to go with that.
Thank you.
Let's get rid of that guy and pop him. Maintain the board momentum a little bit.
I remember this place well.
Find me in the dream.
Should I just go wow back at him a million times like he did? Of course he does it right back.
By all me ill-gotten gold. By the holy light. By all me ill-gotten gold.
This is so stupid. Yeah, normally I just squelch people. If you didn't know, you can always squelch people and then you just don't hear their emotes anymore. But this is kind of entertaining.
By all me ill-gotten gold. By the holy light.
Okay, so this guy's got Wind Fury Divine Shield.
By the holy light. By the holy light.
Okay, now we're done.
Now.
So I could Stadium Announcer and Gift Wrapped Whelp. That seems like the best play right now. This guy seems good, but I don't know that it's the right turn for him. That guy will be great in the following turn.
What now?
Yeah,
Looks like we've
let's
got
see
a
what this
fight
gives
for
us.
the ages.
Lifesteal and does nothing. Let's keep that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So I'm hoping that this will start eating some good stuff in their deck. Like if we get a Gelbin or a Ziliax or something like that, that could be pretty awesome. It also has charge, but that's not going to matter too much here.
There's always room for dessert.
You know what? Let's do this. Chomp chomp. Get copies of every 1 attack and 1 health minion you've played this game. Interesting. So they can kill this guy if they activate their Terror Run location. But I'm not super worried about it. They're at 10. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, they're just playing big stuff. Lots of legendary guys. Seems pretty good. Jeez. Well then. How do I get myself out of this one? I could do this and potentially hit my opponent's battlefield. I could just play this and pray, but I don't think that's the right call considering they have a 7-1 with Divine Shield.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Frost Nova's great, that's helpful. It does kind of delay the inevitable. I could Hex this guy, but then I think... Yeah, they've got 13 power left after that.
What now?
11 if I do this. And I didn't play a dragon this turn, so Wind Peak won't work. Yeah, I think I just got to do that. That's unfortunate. Right there, and let's kill this guy. They have drawn that so many times this game. Oh, okay then. That's an interesting play.
The light dims, but we fight.
So I can't just play this. Unfortunately, I already have the Taunt Bloodfighter, so if I had any others, this would draw the Taunt one, and then that would be a great position to be in, but no luck there. Four, 6 there. I do think I gotta Hex this guy, sadly. They still got 12 power, though, unfortunately. What to do, what to do? Yeah, there's not really any good options here. This is pretty unfortunate.
I must choose.
Like, I mean...
More wishes? No way! Proportions look good.
I guess we just do that. I could have gained armor, I suppose. I wanted to play a dragon so that this guy will cost 5 next turn.
You really put the
Alright, well that's definitely the nail in the coffin. Alright, 5-2 after 7 games. Double Crusader Aura is hard for anybody to beat. Alright, let's get a couple more games in here. Very interesting game so far. Not sure about that Shaman matchup. It seems really good based on off that one game, but hard to say if that was just a fluke for them. I've seen some very good Shaman draws that will just wipe the floor with pretty much anybody. That's part of why I personally think, based on my game experience, that Shaman's the best deck. But I also want to play against Death Knight and see how that matchup goes. Alright. Another warrior. Definitely not keeping him. I kind of want to throw back Stonecarver in hopes of a dragon. Stonecarver's so good, though. It's hard to let go of him. Let's give this a try. I may kick myself for not keeping Stonecarver, but I think it's a safe bet to try to ensure dragons. Of course I get a Sanguine Depths, of course. There's a dragon, thank goodness. I mean, sure. It'd be a huge dragon for later. I've already got one though. I need some other stuff. So they are most definitely control, because you don't play Ysera in normal Dragon Warrior. Okay, Stonecarver. Ooh, double Stonecarver. Yeah, that's very hard to turn down. So next turn I can go double Stonecarver, Sanguine Depths it. It'll get double the bonus. That's pretty good. Whoo!
Proportions look good.
And it's way too early for them to brawl or anything, so hopefully I can take them down pretty quickly here. Two damage to all minions?
I remember this.
No, okay. They're about to take 11, and then Stonecarver will pump this guy even further. I am tempted to hit that guy with hit Elise with the big Stonecarver, but I think hitting their face is just the right call. Let's see what this gives me. I am holding a minion with a dark gift.
Proportions look good.
So because they coined out Elise last turn, I don't think they have Brawl, otherwise they would have just waited a turn and coined Brawl. They could have the 4-mana guy that deals 2 damage to all minions, But if they had that, they wouldn't have attacked with Elise there. So, okay. They're just going to gain some armor and hope for the best. Wow, lots of armor. So this will give me +3 attack and 6 armor. See, the thing is, they could have they could have brawl.
I wonder. Dive and destroy.
Yeah, just on the off chance they have brawl, I'm going to make less minions here. It's a little bit less damage to their face, but they gained, what, 26 armor last turn, so I'm not super concerned about a couple extra damage. Alright, they could draw brawl. Woohoo! That is a pretty cool way to concede, by the way. Alright, 6 and 2. Yeah, I'm really liking this deck a lot. I knew I would enjoy playing it when I saw it played against me. The synergies are good. I think the mulligans are probably the hardest part, which haven't been too difficult, honestly. It just takes a little bit of play to really see what is priority. But again, I'm also doing this without a mulligan guide. I like to get some games in, see how that goes. Ooh, looks like another Stonecarver Sanguine Dev's hand. Oh, those are quickly becoming my favorite opening hands with this.
Scenarios guide me to victory.
Yeah, no question. Dunzo. I think I'm actually going to throw back Peddler because I'd rather have like a 4 or 5 drop or 4 or 7 drop. Yeah, that's cool. All right, Mr. Druid, I hope you're ready because I am very ready. If I draw a dragon, I can go Stonecarver plus Dark Rider. That would be cool. That's a dragon. So let's see what this gives me first. Charge is amazing. Only gotta wait 5 turns. I think this guy is the most reasonable. I want something in that 4 or 5 drop spot. And then we're going to do this.
Proportions look good.
Just what I want them to do. Absolutely nothing.
Proportions look good. Destroy mighty visage.
So yeah, as much as it seems like it's right to throw back Stonecarver some games, I don't know that it's correct to ever throw him back because this is so powerful. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I guess this guy's gonna die, but then I get to smack him for 9 still.
Dive and destroy.
Find me in the dream.
Mighty visage.
And I got Wimpeak to follow it up, so even if they kill my Green Wing, should be game.
I can see.
There it is, 7-2, very nice. Stonecarver reminds me a lot of, what is that card? I think it's Frothing Berserker. Yeah, Frothing Berserker is what it reminds me of. The dude was just so good. All right, 9 games down, 7-2. Would love to make this an 8-2 record. That would be phenomenal. I think the best I've done with most of these trial runs of decks was 7-3 for things. So 8-2 says a lot about a deck. Obviously, again, it's a small sample size. Whenever you're playing, 10 games, this isn't your win rate. Just because you won, 80% of 10 games doesn't give you an 80% win rate. You need a lot more data for that. However, and this is Death Knight, who I've been wanting to play. Not sure that I can justify keeping Wind Peak Worm here, but I think I kind of want to. Yeah, I don't think that's correct. It ensures a dragon for Whelp. Oh, there's a dragon. Okay. And it's also just good to have that on curve on turn 5. Totally cool. So I'm probably going to smack that with the Whelp and then play Stonecarver to beef it up.
Proportions look good.
That is fair. So Dark Gift or draw a minion? I think I go Dark Gift. Cargo Guard is cool. It comes down a lot sooner than everything else. Tortola, though.
What now?
Tortola, my god. A 5/35 that gets bigger every time. I mean, I can't cast it for 7 turns, but this will be a 3-mana 2/8 that gives me armor. Could be relevant.
I must choose.
I mean, I don't know that I can turn down Tortola. You know what? I may kick myself for this, but I think I'm going to do this, because if I put Tortola on top of my deck, that is delaying my draws for an extra turn. And I would like to get a little deeper in the deck so that I can find some more fuel to keep this going. Because I'm not going to precursory strike anytime soon either, because I've got this turn 4 into this turn 5.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
4-attack weapon would be great. Ooh, look at that. They get... Spellburst, your hero is immune this turn. That's pretty good. Is it worth rewinding this? That's tough. I mean, that's pretty good for them. I'm gonna keep this, just... It feels right. I may regret it, but we'll find out.
I remember this place well.
Wow, getting a lease off of Nightmare Lord is pretty good. I'm probably going to win peak and smack her. Get Elise out of the way, make sure they don't gain any life. I mean, they're still at 27, obviously, but I would like to have no bumps in the road lifesteal-wise.
My turn ends ere long.
Nice draw, okay. Still think I got a wind peak. But Sanguine Depths is really going to come in handy here.
And the crowd goes wild.
Okay, so giving their guys +2, or their characters +2 attack, they'll probably take out a minion here. Well, I mean, definitely take out a minion here, it's just which one. I'd prefer they don't hit the Stonecarver. Alright, looks like they can. Or no. That's totally fine with me. Okay.
A mighty visage. Avast ye.
Wow, that's pretty funny. So it's just going to be a dead card, but that's fine. And I think I do this. Helps protect him. His armor seems solid.
I see.
Nice! 8 and 2. So yeah, I like this deck a lot. So far, I don't think I would change much, because that was a really good run. I do at some point want to try the quest. I think that would be interesting at the very least once I do start finding some flaws in the deck. Dream Planner is the only card that I'm considering changing to something else so far. Everything else seems to have earned its spot. Like the early game stuff did really well. I'm still not convinced on the Blood Fighters, but there isn't a lot of other stuff. There were a couple games where it smacked our opponent in the face for 12, and that's definitely something. But that does involve 2 of them. You got to have this one, and then have another one in hand that will then come into play and hit them. And that's assuming that they don't have too many minions that get in the way. But yeah, I really like this deck. Gromosh seems great, but I can imagine that he could be hit or miss. I don't know, like the deck could use some 5 and some 6 drops. There are some things that I'm sure it could use in terms of like utility, stuff like that. But yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I don't think I only cast Dream Planner one time that whole series of 10 games. And I think that was one of the 2 games that I lost. That was the Aura Paladin. So I like the utility of Dream Planner a little bit, but I'm not sure it completely fits this deck. That's obviously better if you're getting stuff that damages your opponent. But solid deck, highly recommend it to anybody, and I will definitely be doing more videos with this deck. So thanks for watching, guys. Check out the rest of the YouTube.